Peace, love, health, and well, Bob. Drop like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. My name is not important, but what is the fact that I'm coming to you on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. Understand that when you come here, this is Spa Day for the soul, chicken noodle soup for the spirit, Manny and Petty Day for the ego. Understand that this is a hard hat area. The self development is the construction site. So, with that being said, if you would like to inquire about any of my services, including but not limited to, was listed in the description box. By all means, Runner, what up, Runner? By all means, please hit me up for a free consultation to see if we are a good fit for each other. Okay, so in addition to all of that good stuff in the description box, you will see all other pertinent information to the channel, including but not limited to um, what to donate, where to donate, how to donate, etc., etc., etc. Remember, this is the home of the free readings, and you do not have to necessarily pay. Yeah, Rana, I do remember you, Rana. Um, I don't. If it relate to your situation, I might need to review the chat to see. But in any case, you can go ahead and hit me with the good news. I'm assuming that is some good news. My baby sister took her life. I spoke to you about my brother death. Yeah, you do. I do remember that. Just a little. I do remember that. I think you said something about a dream or something like that, right? Coca, how you? Coca, come on, Coca. Get on the couch. Get on your couch. Good job. Sit down. It's time to go night night, mommy. Okay. All right, y'all. Double tap that screen. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We got to get started with our timeless collective reading. I'm gonna pull a couple cards from the I can't even remember the name now. Hanson Roberts deck, and then maybe we could pull a best course of action for oh, what's his name from the Rider Waite deck. All right, so here we go. All right, so the first card that we have here is going to be bum, bum, bum. Hey, where you going? No, you ain't got to get in there, but you can't. Yes, the playtime is over with. Okay, so the first card that we have here is the Hangman. Okay, this is the number 12 card of the Major Arcana. Now, remember, when we dealing with Major Arcanas, no matter if it's going to be fast and hard or slow and gradual, this card is going to make a very prominent and dominant theme within your life for weeks, months, and even years to come. Okay, so really quick, what I want us to focus in on is Hangman. The most renditions of the Hangman, you're going to see enlightenment or light around the head. Okay, so to me, that means that this is more of a planned action more than being hung up on something, right? We could be waiting for the perfect time and the perfect moment to strike or execute a plan or whatever. Well, who have justice? Rhonda, Rhonda, can you wait for a second until I get done with the collective reading, okay? And then I'll give you all my attention. All right. Uh if you must, then please, welcome other people in, drop some hearts in the chat or whatever. Okay, so the second card we have here is the two of swords, okay? So this two of swords is one of the most beautiful cards in the deck. And to me, in short, what it represents is find a balance on the mental plane, and you do that by making clear and sound decisions, right? And you leave all the emotions behind, no matter if it's who, what, when, where, why, or how. Once you make a decision, you stick with it, okay? The twin swords means that no matter which way you go, if you thinking logical and you put your all into the decision that you make, that everything will pan out okay. All right. And then the third card that we have here for the current energy, in today's timeless daily collective reading is going to be the Five of Cups. Okay, so this is conflict on the emotional realm. How I like to describe this card is that we didn't heed the warning in the Three of Swords. Maybe we got in the Three of Swords recently, or maybe we've gotten a five recently or whatever, and it's coming back up. And so my thing about this card is the mere fact that we can't we can't have any stagnant energy, no matter if it's going to be positive or negative. Stagnant is not okay. All right. Now, I have a saying, right, and it goes as such: it's okay not to be okay. But what next, right? What do you do next? Once you realize that things is not going your way, that things hurt, whatever, what do we do? Do we get a tub of ice cream? Vaughn, what do we do? Well, do we get a bottle of wine? Oh, do we tap into some promiscuous activities? Like when we stressed out and we emotionally distraught, etc., what do we use to get us back right? Okay. And I really feel like it's going to be a big emphasis on this moving forward. Okay. So just to recall the cards really fast, if you just came in, double tap that screen, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We have the Hangman here, which represents, in, in my opinion, right? I know what the card means, but what I'm getting here from the Hangman, especially Lee in the reading, is the fact that the Hangman is saying that we're waiting to make a decision on an emotional situation, right? It seems like every time I try to go, something keep pulling me back, right? It's almost like we got a plan, we got a goal, we got a dream, we got an idea here with the Hangman. But maybe I should stand the cards up. uh, so the Hangman here is bringing the attention that um, we're we're close, or we're on the edge of making a decision. And I feel like the decision that we need to make is actually dealing with moving on. I feel like we want to move on, we're trying to move on, but for somehow, some way, every single time we go to try to pray, meditate, whatever, it always lead us back to shoulda, coulda, woulda, or revenge. I'm really feeling the revenge thing here with this Five of Cups. It's almost like somebody's contemplating revenge. I don't. I'm assuming that we feel that because there's been an injustice that happened to us, right? You see these choppy waters back here. Because of this injustice that happened to us, we're being hung up every single time. Every single time we try to. No. You can get on the couch. Come on. You ain't got to go in the cage. Good girl. Good job. It's time to lay down. It's okay. You can lay down. Yes, big girl. Okay. Now we got the baby under control. She said I wanted to hear it. I'm good. I catch up to the chat, and I'm sorry, y'all. I got to give y'all my disclaimer because of the way that the general readings be going. I be trying to knock out the general readings, so I don't mean to ignore y'all. I apologize. I know sometimes people come and go because I don't chat with them, but I just be trying to knock out the readings. Uh, so again, a quick recap so we can get to the best course of action. The hangman is saying that we know that there's a decision that need to be made. Like we know it's time for us to get up and move forward, right? It ain't no doubt about that. Now, the problem is that whenever we try to get our creative juices flowing, we have an overwhelming influx of emotions, right? And how that is expressed, like sometimes, like when you're praying, meditating, right? It's hard for you to remain positive. Sometimes in your weakest moments, like in traffic at a red light, sometimes you think about depressing things. When you wake up or when you go to sleep, you have depressing thoughts. Like I said, with that Five of Cups, for some reason, I feel like somebody is plotting revenge. I don't know if you feel like you need revenge to move on, or maybe that could be some energy. It could be both, depending on the person. You know what I'm saying? Because the reading is for whoever. But be on the lookout for that, one way or another. All right, it's time to go ahead and close the door on that. All right, so let's get the best course of action on this. All right. Let's get the best course of action. Okay, so we got the Ten of Wands. Okay. So how I like to I'm sorry, I didn't show you all the cards. So how I how I like to interpret the Ten of Wands. As some of you all may know, tens, no matter if it's positive or negative or reversed or not, tens represents a closure. Now, to me, how I like to interpret it is in general, if it's upright, then um it ain't gonna be so bad. But if it's reversed, then it could be bad. But if I'm not mistaken, the way you read the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Wands in reverse means that burdens are going to be lifted. I think it's like more smooth. I think it's reversed than the wands. I can't remember. Let me see if I can get my notes or something. My stomach hurt. I need to take some ibuprofen. Okay, so the Ten of Wands upright is an imbalance, right? Obligation. So in the upright position, you feel obligated to the things that's going to happen. And what I really feel for this Ten of Wands right now in this space is that because it's best course of action, I think what it's telling us is go ahead and push through. Whatever these emotional blockages is, they're just that, emotional blockages, and it's going to be up to us to consciously push ourselves through it. Right? As a person who gave myself a few tattoos, I know it's hard to push yourself past that threshold of pain. You know what I'm saying? That point of contingency, right? It's hard. Not everybody can do it, but that doesn't mean it can't be done. Okay. And so the second card that we have here with the best course of action to close out the reading in conjunction with the Ten of Wands is going to be the Four of Pentacles. Okay. So in my interpretation of the Four of Pentacles is balance and stability on the earth realm, right? That's the physical, practical layer. Um, uh, to me, how I like to read this card, especially as best course of action, is it's going to be time for us to reserve our resources, right? And of course, you got to understand that resources isn't just about money. It could be time that you spend donating or volunteering. It could be money. It could be, letting people borrow things. Whatever these resources is, it's time for us to gain stability. Now, the Four of Pentacles is a precursor to the four in the major arcana, which is the Emperor card. And that Emperor card, I mean, the warning here in the Four of Pentacles is focus on balance and stability, whatever that is for you, money, cars, clothes, whatever. But don't lose the spiritual foundation you get. You understand what I'm saying? Don't forget why you set out to make these goals, dreams, aspirations come true, if that makes sense. Okay, so the quick recap on the best course of action is that Ten of Wands is saying we have to push through the finish line. And once we push through that finish line, aka the emotional blockages, then we start to focus on stability, right? We reserve our time. We reserve our, just the extra efforts that we could be giving people, whatever. And reallocate those resources, right? Reallocate those. If you feel like you've been spending too much time in one area, give somebody else that time. Open up. Do something different. All right. So thank you all for the likes. Let's go ahead and check out the chat. All right. So that is it for the collective reading. Let me go ahead and close it down. All right. So what we got going on, man? What's up? I ain't seen y'all in a couple days. Some of y'all I ain't seen in about a week or two. What's going on? As for me, I just been trying to get it in, one day at a time. I ain't gonna lie, I've been blessed, man. I've been coming up on some stuff for the low ski, for the free, everything. And I'm grateful, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't want to ask or what to say someone raped her. She was upset. Can you tell me anything that could relieve me? I want you to be clear exactly on what you need relief from. Okay. I want you to explain your emotional state more than anything. If she committed suicide, then how is she going to receive justice? I don't understand your question. Vaughn, what up? Ashwana Tarot. When am I gonna get my reading, Ashwana? That's what I want to know. Young, what's happening? Uh, I don't know. I don't. What time you called? I don't know what was going on when you called. Called them for you. Hey, I'm new here. Can I get a free reading, brother? Yeah. I got the instructions posted here in the chat. All right. Don't know if they will get this person in jail. All right, double tap that screen, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to reciprocate. Remember, everything that you donate goes directly to food, shelter, and water. My name is KP, and if you would like to be added to the list for free or donation-based readings, only thing you got to do is follow the pinned instructions in the chat. Okay, when it is your turn, only when it's your turn, please post your question when it's your turn. Okay. So when I call your name, I'm going to ask you, would you like a free or donation based reading? And then after that, if you got a question, we're going to see if we can answer it. Or if you want a general reading, we're gonna get that thing crack a lacking. All right. If you would like to if you would like to know anything about the channel, check the description box. Where to donate, how to donate, what your donation gets you, list of services, do's and don'ts, all of that good stuff is already in the description box. All right. All right. So, can we get a list popping real fast? I'm only probably gonna take like 5 freebies. I called you back. I think I got that call. I called you back. You ain't answer. That's the problem. What you gonna do? Shoot a dribble? All right, Rhonda. So you was here first. I don't think you got Rhonda. This not your first time here, Rhonda. So you got to follow the instructions. But you was here first, though. So again, what exactly are you looking to get relief from again? I need you to be clear on that. What is your feeling? What is your emotion? What are you looking to get fear? What are you looking to get relief from? And while you posting that, I'm gonna get me a drink of water so I can pop some of these Tylenols. Cause your boy ain't feeling right. Don't mind you. What you mean don't mind you? You came to troll today? I hope you're not trolling. Call me Mr. Sandman. I'm selling all blah blah blah. Bring how you if she committed suicide, how is she gonna bring justice? I don't get where the justice coming in at. It's I don't get who's uh, okay. So you're gonna have to first of all, what you're gonna have to do is calm down and deep breathe, right? You already know how we take care of things here. Cool, calm, and collected. If you're not cool, calm, and collected, I don't know what to do. I try my best for her. Uh, how you doing, Mark? Can I offer you a donation based read? Whoa, wait, whoa, Rana. Whoa, you confusing me now, okay? Because I'm asking you questions and you're not responding. I don't know how to take that. Pause. Take that. I don't know what's going on. So, okay, so let's try to start over. You said, please tell me something that's going to give you some sort of relief. What I'm trying to figure out is what exactly are you needing relief from? What emotion? What feeling? What feeling are you feeling that's making you discontent? Is it anger? Is it sadness? What's this feeling you feel? Why are you feeling revenge? Didn't I just talk about revenge in the didn't I just talk about revenge in the collective reading? That's cool. You can send it to me in the mail. What currency you got? So again, you said somebody committed suicide. What I'm saying is, if they committed suicide, how can you get justice? There is no justice to be got. I'm not gonna lie. The suicide, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that ain't for you to that's not for you to worry about. I feel like at this point, the only thing you need to worry about is being strong and being a beacon for your family. Everything else gonna play out in due time. But you can't if you got free time right now, right this second, and there's literally nothing that you can just get up and go do right now, then you need to deep breathe and put your focus on something else. Well, she made it. Unfortunately, I took an oath to help people, right? No matter the situation or circumstance. So I got to be non-biased. Unfortunately, she made a decision. Okay. Now, her reason for making the decision is not for us to discuss. Again, what we need to do is not worry about variables and focus on what we can control. Okay. That's the best thing to do. Now, if there's an opportunity or an idea to do something in the future, whether it's the near future or not, perfectly fine. I ain't got nothing to say about that. What can I say? However, uh, we gonna have to do something. All right. Well, my whole thing is that win, lose, or draw. Right now, if you get all the free time in the world and there's nothing you can do about it, we need to change our mindset and our focus to something else. I wish to donate. So, Mark, you still in the building, Mark? Or if not, you gone? What's up? Who else in the building? Young? Who else? Ashwana, you gone? All right, so if you want, I could pull you a card or two for best course of action, and this is going to be for you to literally move. This is not going to be like an option or anything like that. This is going to be something very practical that you can do immediately. All right, and I'm a base your therapy off of the cards. What do you mean she can't have justice? Because she made a decision. You putting words in my mouth. I never said the word justice and made a decision never came out my mouth. And not in the same sentence. None of that. No. You're gonna have to retract that statement. Yeah, you're gonna have to retract that statement from the record. I know for a fact I ain't say that. Just as well as me dressed in all black. I said that you don't need to worry about anything that you can't control right this second. That's what I said. I said she made a decision. You wanting revenge ain't gonna do nothing but steal energy away from you. I'm not saying that what you feel isn't valid, but what I'm saying is that if you're gonna come here to Sacred Self Healing Center, then we're gonna alchemize that energy to something positive. Because or else you ain't doing nothing but just taking time off your life. Yeah, yeah. I want you to be careful about what you say, man. Because I don't dismiss feelings. I try to get people to transmute those feelings. There's a big difference. I'm not telling you your experience didn't count. I'm not telling you what you feel don't count. What I'm saying is you don't have to be a victim to your feelings. And it seems like everybody that I have a problem with on my channel, they don't get that concept. Everybody. I don't understand. Well, I do understand. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be funny. But yeah, it's almost like some people just want me to wave my magic wand or wave my magic tarot card and make everything go away. I wish I could. Hey, if you donate enough, maybe I can. But no, no, for real. Sometimes it ain't that simple. Sometimes the change. Sometimes you want to see changes in your life. Sometimes you're going to have to take action. Sometimes you're going to have to change the people, places, and things, situations, and circumstances that you find yourself into. And how you do that by choosing different. I don't know no other way to say it. That's all. That's it. It's just choosing different. I always say this: a snake can't grow unless he shed his own skin, his old skin. I just gave you some advice. Whoa! Don't do me like that. Cause anything forward, now I'm gonna have to ask for a donation. Cause you ain't about to ignore me like that, and I just pour my heart and soul out here to you like that. Oh no no no! I know you. What? I can't pull a tarot card about this situation. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna touch tarot. I got oracle cards in my hand. Not here. No, ma'am. I'm sorry, but I got the right to refuse service to anything and anybody. And I'm not trying to be funny, right? But the reason why I'm saying that is because I don't think it's healthy for you to get a reading on this subject. How many readings you got about this already? All right. So the oracle card you got is the first time I ever seen this card, and I really like it. So it's the number 4 card. It says, find strength and calmness and reflection. So find strength and calmness and reflection. Okay. So calmness and reflection. All right. So you want to know what the cards say? This is what the cards say. All right. So again, I'm pulling cards for best course of action. So this is going to be what you need to do. All right. And I'll be expecting my cash out very soon. Okay, so the symbolism of the bear is deep and varied, often associated with strength, protection, wisdom, and connection to nature. The interpretation finds strength and calmness and reflection can further be elaborated in several ways. Inner strength. The bear is a symbol of great physical strength, but also inner strength and resilience. When you receive the message of the bear, it may be a reminder to find your inner strength through calmness and reflection. Instead of reacting impulsively to changes or stressful situations, the bear invites you to find the strength of inner peace and self awareness. This allows you to face difficulties with determination and courage. Come on, y'all. Can we get some hearts in the chat, please? That chat is so dead. How am I gonna get help? How am I gonna get help with these bills if y'all don't hit no hearts in the chat? Come on. The bear. So number 2, calmness and patience. The bear is known for its calm and composed demeanor, which allows it to face adversity with serenity and steadfastness. When you receive the message of the bear, it may be a call to cultivate inner calmness to maintain composure even in the most turbulent situations. All right, and that's italicized or something. It ain't the same print as the rest of it. So it's an emphasis on turbulent situations. It's not capitalized, but it just looks different. The font is different. And not be overwhelmed by negative emotions. All right, give me 1 second, Mark. I can help you out with that. So, calmness and patience enable you to make reasoned decisions and act with wisdom and determination. The same thing KP was just saying. and we still had to go to the cards. All right, it's cool. I hope I just get reciprocated. I hope the energy be reciprocated for my time, you know? All right, so reflection and wisdom. The bear is also a symbol of wisdom and deep reflection. Its solitary and contemplative nature leads it to seek understanding and knowledge through observing the world around it. When you receive the message of the bear, it may be an invitation to take time to reflect on your experiences, to delve in deep within yourself to find answers you seek, and to seek wisdom through contemplation and meditation. In summary, when you receive the message of the bear, it is an invitation to find inner strength and calmness and inner reflection. It encourages you to maintain calmness and patience in difficult situations, to reflect on your experiences, and to seek wisdom through contemplation and meditation. This allows you to face life with courage and determination, finding the inner strength needed, to overcome any challenges along the way. Again, when you enter my coaching program, when you get readings from me, whatever, again, a lot of people be hung up on a specific situation and circumstance. And just like I said a few minutes ago, I'm not discounting anything you ever been through or how it made you feel. That's not, if you are looking for me to validate your experience, then you already lost because you supposed to come validated already. The reason why you here is because you exist, right? You wouldn't be here if you didn't. So you don't need validation from KP. You need direction. And that's what I'm here to do. Understand 4th of July or Christmas. I have no clue, bro. But when you come here, I'm ready to get to work because I'm ready to see results. And I got this little saying, which is I can't want it for you more than you want it for yourself. And that's the God honest truth. Because I could want it for you all you want, but until you prove that you want it by actually taking the actionable steps to get there, then it really ain't much to really talk about. So like I said, it doesn't matter what situation or circumstance you go through, if you're not breathing and if you're not aware of what you're doing and why, then you lose it. If from this point forward, if you can hear my voice, if you can't ask yourself, am I breathing correctly? What am I doing and why? Then then you choosing to fail. Oh no, not the super chat. Y'all doing me wrong. Thank you for the super chat, Ron. But yeah, I know. Look, it said we got 8 people in here. I know y'all done heard my voice before. All eight of y'all. Double tap that screen, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, if we not deep breathing, if we not focused in on what we doing and why, then what are you doing? Because if you're not breathing correctly, then you're not in control of yourself. If you not, if you can't articulate what you doing and why, then you're not in control of yourself. So like I said, man, when those rappers and stuff, they always talking about me versus me, and those spiritual gurus always talking about the man in the mirror and all that stuff. I'm one of those people. Yup. Listen, if it's a spiritual teacher who don't point you back to you, then he's not the teacher for you. And I don't like to call myself a teacher. People call me a teacher and all that stuff. I say I'm a card reader, I'm a coach. But anyways, uh all right, but continue that piece, not just for this moment, right? Continue it indefinitely, no matter what situation or circumstance. Did that when we just read that bear card? In any one of those stanzas or anything? Did they say one particular situation over another? I don't remember them saying one over another. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. But like I said though, when we was just reading this bear card, they didn't put out one situation over another. They said, this bear card will work for this and not for that, or courage will work for this, or wisdom, or no, inner strength will only work for this, and it won't work. No, none of those things. None of those things. Thank you. But none of those things. None of those things. None of those things. They none not neither one of those things I read was circumstantial. And that's why I try to coach people and tell them, like, man, listen, it's not the situation and circumstance, it's your perspective of it. Can you zoom out and understand that this is just another day in the hood? All right, who we got next? We got Marky Mark. What's going on? Double tap that screen, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you would like a free or donation based reading, only thing you got to do is just type in "I am Earth" to be added to the list. If you would like a donation based reading, $1 to skip the lie, $2.22 to get you up through. All right, so we're gonna get you together, man, one way or another, whether it's for free or not, man. We working. One, two, three, let's go. I'm about to go to class. Y'all ain't nobody talking to me. All right, free readings now closed. One, two, three, let's go. I've been on live for an hour yet. Nope, I got 18 minutes. If this thing don't get cracking in about 5 minutes, we out in 5,000. All right, Mark, you better talk to me, man. I'm about to shut him down. Oh, I'm feeling starving again. I'm feeling starving. I'm hungry, mommy. You're such a pretty girl. Yes, you are. Oh, you're such a pretty baby. Yes, you are, mama. 1, 2, 3, let's go. God. Who was that? Juanita, what up? You want some news about your wealth? Um, how you doing? I ain't got no complaints, not at all. Especially when good friends like you are around. Pardon, what up? Okay, so we are we got so far who I know for sure on the list. We're working with Mark right now, and then I believe um Pardon. I forgot how to say your name. Juanita. So just y'all on the list right now. Sorry, I had to soothe my stomach out. My stomach was feeling kind of crazy. I just ate too. Mahmoud. Mahmoud. Yeah, I made chicken stir fry with General Tso sauce with some rice. Okay. Mahmoud. Mhm. Mahmoud. I don't know where I got that from. I think I got it from a commercial or something. I should have put some shredded cheese in there. I really would have finished it off. Oh, my stomach. Uh-oh. We got some stuff moving. I know your name is Muhammad, but no, it's a joke. No, it's a commercial or something where the dude say Mahmoud. I never heard that name before until like a couple months ago, and I can't get it out my head. Gatorade. What up? Namaskaram. Okay, so all right, so really quick, Mark, can you let me know what you were saying about your finances again? What's up, Gatorade lady? I want to know about my wealth, whether it will increase or I don't know what you mean. I have a salary. Okay. So why you asking about more? Why you asking that question then? Sound like you got a good thing going. You better get a love reading or something. Okay. Um. Yeah. Well, if you got that kind of stuff going on, I don't think you need to get a money. If you get a money reading about if plans would change, I mean, unless you want things to change, but it sounds like you got a pretty good thing going for yourself. To be honest with you, Mark, the way I teach people here, I'm more than just a reader, right? I don't answer will questions, if questions, or when questions. How I look at it is like this: if it's meant to be, it will be. If not, then we just got to move forward, right? So, in the matter of, so I got a question for you, Mark. When you need something, what do you do? Do you pray? Do you meditate? Look, if you want to be a millionaire, don't go taking no loans out. thought it was you. Huh? You don't hear that? Yeah, it's going over there. I said, yeah, it's going across the hall. I said across the hall. Huh? Oh, maybe. I don't know. I thought I heard somebody in specific. You study, plan, act, and pray. What's up, Juanita? Well, Mark, like I said, Mark, my problem with this situation is that you said you want to live a luxurious lifestyle. I don't think you need to get a reading on a loan. I think you need to hit me up for a consultation. So my question is, do you want to look rich or do you want to be rich? You said I want to create a millionaire lifestyle. That's what you said. You said met new friends. I'm a man that don't drink, so I'm on the right path for now. Juanita, why would you say that? You must not want it to last long. Well, that's what you just said. I ain't gonna lie to you, Mark. That's hustling backwards. You're robbing Peter to pay Paul. What pictures? See, you ain't tell me about the pictures. Mark, um, for liability purposes, I am not a financial expert, nor do I claim to be one on TV. Well, Juanito, it sounds like he did you a favor. You better count your blessings before they disappear. Mark, what I would do is I would I would create a job for myself that provides some sort of service or something, and I would get a few clients in addition to my job, and I would invest in that. Something that don't require a lot of energy, or something that you could probably outsource, like an independent contractor to come fill in the job. Like, for example, a moving company. If you invest in a truck and a moving company, you're gonna make money. And you don't need it. You can contract people per job. Nah, listen, Mark, I'm not saying you wrong, but what I'm saying is I don't like the idea of taking out a loan for business. Not that type of money. Not for a house. I don't know. Maybe it's different where you live at, but n- not where I'm at. I'm not taking out a loan to rent out a house. I'd rather just go get a cheap one at the auction and rehab it myself. I'm not doing that. Oh, Juanita, I ain't even gonna lie. I don't want you to. I understand that what you're going through is a lot. What's up, Healing Hearts? How you doing, beautiful? I understand that what you're going through is a wait. Juanita, you changed your picture. Hold on, let me see. Look at you. You upgrading, moving on up. Hey, look at you. Yeah, I just realized you changed your picture. Okay, hold on. The chat moving kind of fast. Can we get some green hearts to welcome the new people, y'all? Yeah, I know you from KC. I remember. I currently own two houses. No, no, you doing. See, that's your problem. You doing too much too fast, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. If you already got two houses, just keep stacking your money. Don't. I'm telling you, bro. You already got business going for yourself already on top of your job. No, bro. Don't take out no loan. I'm telling you, bro. Now you could do. I could. I don't mind being wrong, but I be knowing though what I be hearing though. Okay, bro. All right, Mark. Okay, so give me 1 second, Mark. I'm we gonna get to these cards in a second for you because I actually pulled a card for you and it was the devil card. Okay, so what this card is telling me is that there's a connection. You're connected to something that needs a break. Okay, I don't know what it is, but that's up to you to decide. Okay. All right, can we get some hearts in the chat, please, for healing hearts and whoever else is in here? What's going on, y'all? Ain't nobody listening. Somebody else yelling. Sunflower Love 777 healing hearts. Wrong one. What? P, you still here? P? See, y'all gotta let me know. Y'all just be in the cut, in the creepy cut, quiet. All right, so Healing Hearts, real quick, how it work here is that whenever you come here, I'm always going to have instructions posted in the chat. I'll always ask that people refrain from posting their question until their name is called. Once I do call your name, I'm going to ask you two things. Would you like a free or donation based reading? Do you have a question or would you like a general reading? We could do general money, general love, or a general. If you would like, or if you interested in hearing about donation stuff, check out the description box. Uh, you're gonna see contact information, donation information, all of that stuff in the description box. All right. Well, I don't know how the devil can be your energy. The devil just represents a contract or a situation or a circumstance. What really matter in a car is understanding that this situation or circumstance that we catch ourselves in is not for us anymore. All right. Yeah. I want you to be very cautious moving through this next chapter in your life. I want you to be cognizant and aware of all of the things that could possibly happen, good and bad. And I want you to keep updating why you doing the things that you do. All right, Muhammad, how can I help you, Muhammad? Um, Muhammad, we can't do I can pull a general reading about your situation and see what comes out. But as far as pulling just a direct third party, I will not do that. I cannot and will not do that. Yeah, Mark, make sure you come back and get another reading. I want to give you a more in-depth reading, but that card flipped out for you, so I just took it as I just took it in whole. All right, P. So I can wait. It's friends and contact. Uh, what did they tell you? I'm not pulling no cards for this. What did they tell you? If they didn't tell you nothing, then you need to go have a conversation. You come to me after you had a conversation, not before. Now, if you need help having a conversation, then that's a whole nother ball game. So do you like her? Do you think she like you? That's what I'm saying. Like I don't want to do a reading until you go have that conversation. No, after you had that conversation with her, then you come get a reading. Let me know something. Listen, man, I'm gonna say this again for those who's listening. When, if, or will questions is not questions that I answer, okay? I like to answer who questions, when, why, stuff like that. Like, I mean, not when, but who, why, how, practical questions. What, you got to know that when it come down to your life, you got to take control. So if it's something that you want, you got to put your will into getting it. Your will shouldn't be determined by the cards. Your will should be determined by the inspiration that you feel in your mind, heart, and your soul and your spirit. I ain't even gonna lie to you, Mark. I don't know what that means. Well, I think at this point, Muhammad, I think you just need to have a conversation with her. No matter what the cards gonna say, no matter if the cards say that everything gonna be perfect or all bad, it still wouldn't matter until you go have a conversation with her. Not just a random conversation, and then you make it up in your head like, yeah, that went well. No, I want you to have a very intentional conversation. Again, Mark, Muhammad, if I was to pull a card for you, you have to be the subject of the reading. I cannot do a reading when somebody else is the subject of the reading. That is a direct violation. Uh, they would let a billy goat eat my eyelashes off one by one if I did that. What do you mean by a normal conversation? All right, so if you in here and you was looking for a free reading, please make yourself known now because I am going to shut down the free readings. Yeah, I got you. I tried to squeeze you in real quick, but you wasn't paying me no attention. All right, I got y'all. I got y'all. Anybody else who here before I post it? Can somebody type sorry? All right, this is what I wanted to say. Sorry, but free readers now closed. Please check description box for donation based read. Oh, you at work? That's what's up. You was eating Oreos. I want a snack. I just ate two airheads. No, bro, I'm not answering nothing about Sophia, bro. You need to ask the cars, what do I need to do to get Sophia? That's what you need to be asking. But I can't answer a question when Sophia is the subject. Do you know like subject, predicate, verb, adverb, stuff like that? If the chair is blue, right? In that sentence, the chair is the subject of the sentence. That's what the sentence is about, right? So in this case, I wouldn't be able to tell you nothing about the chair being blue because I can't do a third party reading. Sorry, free reading is now closed. Please check donation. Wait, whoa. I think it's supposed to say please check. Oh, yeah, there you go. Well, you can't say donation and price. That's kind of opposite. Because either you charging a price or you asking for a donation. You can't have both. I would pay 55.55 for the read, and when I open up a bank account, mention that to you. I still follow old school methods for paying and getting paid. All right, well, Mark, yes, yes. I think you. Why wouldn't you contact her? Okay. Mark. I don't want you to make empty promises, or I don't want you to feel obligated to hold a promise to me at all whatsoever. So if you get a bank account and you still remember my name, hit me up. If not, that is totally fine. Uh, I'm not gonna treat you no different. Okay, ladies. I need y'all ladies to I need some feminine energy now. Come on now, ladies. All right, so healing hands, healing heart. Since you a newbie here, can I offer you a donation based reading? If not, I understand. Muhammad, why wouldn't you contact her in the next week? I'm confused. Did she tell you not to? You didn't answer my. Well, maybe you did. I don't know. Okay, so unless she exclusively told you not to, then I don't see a reason why you wouldn't or shouldn't. Okay, so hit her up. I think you thinking too much about this one, bro. I think you overthinking a lot. I love you though, bro, but I think you overthinking, man. Okay, but yeah, Mark, definitely come back and get another read. Shit, come back and get one in the morning. Shit. Okay, ladies. I need some feminine energy around me now, ladies. Come on now. Don't leave me hanging. She said, so my little post, you told me right is wrong. What? I told you right is wrong. No, it's fine. No, that's fine. You don't got to worry about it. I just didn't want to people get people to for people to be confused because a price is a price, and then a donation is a donation. So, but it ain't no big deal, man. I forgot all about that. So, if I can give you some advice, I don't think we really need cars right now for you, Muhammad. Again, I feel like you overthinking this situation. I think that if you like this young lady, I think you just need to have a honest conversation with her with no expectations. And the reason why we don't have any expectations because anything can happen, and you don't want to be disappointed or whatever. So if you need help trying to figure out how to have the conversation with her, hit me up. Email me, call me, text me. Just don't call me on live. As far as the whole liking thing, I will put that on hold until y'all have a conversation to see where she's at. If she didn't tell you not to contact her, I don't see why you wouldn't or shouldn't. Um, in fact, Who's to say that this wouldn't be a good time for you to shoot her a text message to tell her how you really feel, right? I mean, I would rather somebody let me down in a text message than to let me down in my face. That's just me. I don't know. I think it'll hurt more if you broke up with me in my face. I think I might want to just pull all your hair out. I don't know. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, country, what up? Wait a minute. Let me drop some hearts in the chat for country. Where my girl Healing Hearts at, man? She be playing. Sai, what's up? Well, y'all come through. Y'all come through here. All right. So I know that I said the free readings is closed, but for the family, for the Vibe Tribe, I'll go ahead and slide one for y'all. Country, if you want one. Siren, if you want one. I respect it more in my face. You better not break up with me with no text. No, don't break up with me in my face. Because then you're going to have to watch me cry. Don't do that. Mm-mm. That's what's up, Siren. You want me to do a general reading for you? Are you going to stick around or are you going to disappear again, woman? Because you keep disappearing. I be talking to you and you be here on extra gone. No, I'm not. No, I'm not talking. I'm talking to Healing Hearts. Country, man, you got to let me unlock some of that potential you got, man. Telling you, I got something to offer you, country. Okay, so the first card that you got here, Healing Hearts, is the Temperance card. The Temperance card is a major arcana card, the number 14 card. The Temperance card is a card that speaks to moderation of everything in life, but especially of emotions. The Four of Swords is here. The Four of Swords is a person who's gaining stability on the mental plane. Now, this is very important with the Four of Swords, is because after the Four of Swords, you get the Five of Swords. Okay, so what this is saying is that so far you need to be preparing yourself. Uh, and then you have the Eight of Wands. Okay, so the Eight of Wands represents desires. Uh, uh coming in. Um they're not quite here yet, but they will be soon. All right. So how I'm looking at this deck, not the deck. Oh my god, that's 78 cards. How I'm looking at these cards, this three card spread is um moderation is going to be key. So what I'm hearing is that you have a special ability to alchemize energy, especially turning negative energy around. You need to use that for good and good only. All right. Now is the time for you to step up and use your power for as a gift, right? Because your power can be a gift or a curse depending on how you use it. All right. So it's time for you to step up and heal yourself so you can help alchemize the environment around you. Okay. So again, things are going to be moving fast. What I see for you is all work and no play right now. So we taking care of business and we resting, we meditating, we praying, we doing audio books and exercising, whatever it is. it's time for you to do so. And the reason why is because the Eight of Wands is here. So the Eight of Wands is an action card, right? But the action that's taking place here, is it back? Did y'all hear it? All right. Did you hear anything I said? Yeah, I'm here. I'm waiting on her to see if she did. I'm trying to see what was the last thing y'all heard me say? That's crazy, man. I'm really sorry right now. I'm really am. I'm really sorry. I don't know, but what's the last thing you heard me say? Did you hear anything? Cause I was just reading like, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm through. I've been tired. I'm through now. I'm sorry as fuck. Ain't even no Four of Wands. Okay, so quick recap of the cards. Okay, so the Temperance card. If I was you, I would deep dive into the Temperance card. I would have a good night's sleep tonight, and I would study that Temperance card. I would read about it, watch a couple different videos from different people. I would dive into it. The reason why is because I feel like this Temperance card is going to be very essential until you moving forward. Okay, whatever chapter that you leaving, your ability to tap into love and to manifest love and alchemize your environment is going to be very pivotal for you moving forward. All right. Without that, I feel like someone in your or people or someone, I don't know if it's a child or what, but people can suffer if your energy not right. Okay. The Forest Wars. Okay. So the combination between the Temperance and the Forest Wars is saying that we need to get in control of ourselves. I don't know if it's an anger problem or what. I don't know. But something about emotions. You need to be able to alchemize your negative emotions so you can use them, so you can think clear for the environment. The Forest Wards is the rest before the storm, the calm before the storm. So if you notice, he's not dead, he's not in the tomb. But what it is that he's withdrawn, he's in deep in meditation, he's prepared for the battle ahead. Now, luckily for you, the battle ahead won't be hard because really only thing you're doing is just submitting the things that you've been praying for, that you've been manifesting for weeks, months, even years, right? So the best course of action, what I believe is that if there is something that's keeping you tied down emotionally, you need to make the mental decision to move forward. And what you need to move forward to is familiar feelings of peace, love, health, and wealth. Maybe a familiar idea, a familiar friend, something, a favorite restaurant. But you need to tap into nostalgia. And the reason why is because I don't want you to get ungrounded and lost on your journey. All right. Well, don't say I'm a Cancer is worse because you cursing yourself. Let's just say that you haven't been taught the right techniques to deal with the shit that you've been through. Ain't nothing wrong with saying that. You've been through shit, right? Like I said, you probably heard me say this earlier. We all go through stuff. I'm not here to validate what you've been through. I'm not here to validate how it made you feel. I'm here to help you heal and move forward from the things that you went through. If you come here looking for, I'm not saying you in specific, but if you come here looking for validation, then you are already lost because I'm ready to work. I'm ready to get results. You understand what I'm saying? Kai, you got to get on the list and wait your turn. Well, I'm just catching up to the chat. Well, let this be confirmation. But you definitely need to get back on track. And you got the six, like I said, for best course of action, you got the Six of Swords, which talks about moving on. Right? The grass is greener on the other side. We just got to make this conscious decision to move forward. And in addition to moving forward, we got to have a certain level of peace, love, health, and wealth within ourselves. I think it's very important for that to happen. I don't know what the hell merch me mean, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. You gonna have to go to sleep on that one. So hitting in this car, you see how the waters is calm on this side, but this side is not. You're gonna have to leave those negative emotions behind, and you're gonna have to consciously choose what emotions you tap into. Now that I'm telling you this, now is your responsibility and it's a choice. Maybe it wasn't a choice before, but now it is. So I'm going to challenge you to hit me up for a free consultation. And in that free consultation, we can get down to the nitty gritty on how to bring these cars to life. Kai, donation based readings only. Country. Where you at? I'm ready to smoke something, baby. I'm already smoking this little pre roll, man. What's happening? What's going on, country? You sound like you need a free consultation. Hey, Healing Hearts. Not that much longer. Why you ask? I don't really fuck with the pre rolls, but that bitch was only 7 cents. So, or it was free. One of the two. I don't know, but that's the only reason why I got it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm switching back over to the edible. I'm about to start back. I'm about to be edibles only, man. I ain't even gonna lie. That smoking, I ain't even gonna lie. My body can't afford to have to detox smoke. I gotta give up the smoke. My body can't afford to detox the smoke. I don't care if it's weed smoke or not. Smoke's still not healthy. Vapor is different. Vape is different. All right. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Healing Hearts. I know this your first time here, but you gonna meet if you stick around. You will meet some people who gon' they'll vouch for me, man. I do good work. I do good work, man. But Healing Hearts, if this is a real thing for you and you want real practical, not only just solutions but results, hit me up. Hit me up. She said, so now that you know that I'm challenging you. Yeah, look, you can text me, email me, call me, just don't call me on live. That's my only rule. Just don't call me while I'm on live. You see what country said? She she challenging you. So now that you know that I'm challenging you to do it. Yeah. Now we just gotta figure out the who, what, when, where, why, or how. Once we ready to accept the challenge, we just gotta know how to do it. Once we figure out how to do it, it's a wrap. I don't think we gotta do it, just do it after that. I can't let up on anything like I'm your love. All right, y'all. I'm about to slide. I've been going for hours and hours and hours. I done it all today, boy. I tell you what. Look at this, y'all. Look at this little baby. She is so pretty. I'm about to break my phone. All right, y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't been on here what a day or two, and I miss y'all. I ain't even gonna lie, man. So I will be back in the morning with more. Maybe. Uh, I don't know. Maybe 7. No, maybe about 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Maybe a little bit sooner. I don't know, but I'll probably be on probably at the latest 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. All right, so it's been an honor and a pleasure to be of service to you all, and I wouldn't rather be nowhere else but right here, right now. I'm doing what I'm doing. So, if you know what I'm about to say it with me. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, please put that shit back on the shelf. And you better not buy it, because I ain't buying it either. All right, so peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, put it back on the shelf. Why? Because I ain't buying it. Oh, Healing Hearts. Did you get the contact information? It's everywhere. It's right there under your messages. It's everywhere. You can hit me up 424 231 7097. That's probably the best way to get in contact with me versus the email. Cause I check it, but I don't be checking it all like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, though, I'm out. Peace.